next vehicle, 1999 Prowler, Eddie Boone. Eddie, welcome to Big Boy Stories.
Thank you, sir.
And all of you sitting there looking, you say, now I know that's a Prowler, but I've never seen a Prowler that color. You won't see one that color unless you're looking at it right now. Tell me about your
Only one in the world.
Only one in the world is that color. Tell me about your Prowler.
They never made them in white. They made them in various colors. Towards the end of the year, they were made in 1997. They skipped 98. Made them in 99 through 2002. 2002, Chrysler built them. Up until that point, they were Plymouth Prowlers. When Chrysler built them, they put some fluorescent colors on some of those, but that was the only time they did any of them. And I belong to the Prowlers Owners Association, and it's an internet deal and United States wide. It's pretty neat organization. We do a lot of communicating, a lot of pictures on the internet of the cars and all that, and nobody has a white one. I actually bought this one as my second car to drive to work, so I wouldn't get my other one dirty.
Well, you got another Prowler sitting up in the parking lot.
So
you didn't want to get it dirty.
Didn't want to get it dirty. Plus, it's just got about 5,000 miles on it. So I said, well, I need a work car. And this one was red to start with, about the color of your shirt. It had a bunch of chips on the front end of it. And I got it home. I bought it from a guy in Indianapolis, Indiana. The other one come from New York. But anyway, when I got home with it, it wasn't good enough. It had to be worked on. So I pulled the front end off of it. I was going to touch it up a little bit. And I got thinking, I said, well, nobody got a white one. I got half the car took apart. Why not? I went in and took the whole car apart. Just nothing sitting there but the door jambs and the motors. Spent a weekend just painting the firewall on it. Another 2 or 3 days painting around the trunk and all that. And then had every piece of it laid out. Everything on that car will unbolt. Had it all laid out in my shop there and just piece painted it. That's a Escalade color. I went to the car lots to pick out the color that I wanted, and I'd go in these car lots. People try to sell me the car. I said, no, I just want to look at your pearl white cars. I knew I wanted one pearl white, but I didn't know what color. So I made a ramble through all of them. I went by the Cadillac place, and that's an Escalade color. I worked down at Honda in the paint department down there. We have paint reps and everything. So I was telling them, hey, I'm going to paint this diamond white pearl is the actual color for it. I said, but I really want it to pop out. So he gave me the factory guy's number, and I called him, told him what I was going to do, and he said, well, if you want it to pop, he said, change it. Here's a different type of pearl you can put in. I thought my red ones turned heads, but this one right here turns a whole lot more heads.
Turns heads.
Okay.
Well, this one turns heads because people hadn't seen this color before. It's just different.
No, it's for Prowler people. You know, a lot of people don't realize all the modifications on this car, but the Prowler people do, and just like the hardtop, these were never made with a hardtop. There's an aftermarket company in California builds that top. I've got a special roll pan on the back of it. It covers up everything there. And, of course, my front spoiler, my grill, I've chromed it. My A-frames and all the front end, I've chromed all that.
So a Prowler person knows what you put in.
A real Prowler person does. You know, these things, when they come from a factory, they got a set of dumb-looking bumpers on the front of them. That's just the word for it.
Yeah,
bumpers, they stick out about that far in front of the car.
They stick way out here,
too. Yeah. You have a wreck way before the car gets there. I've just pretty well do-daddied it up, so to speak.
Anything else you got to do to it?
No, this one's about done now. That grill, I just added it to it last week. I've had it at the chrome shop for the last 8 weeks, so I can't think of anything else. Of course, I'm always open for ideas.
It's got what size motor in it?
It's got a 260. It's a V6, 265 horse. Of course, the whole car is aluminum, frame and all. This is a experimental. Really, one of the reasons that Chrysler Plymouth built this was experiment with aluminum production.
Yeah.
And this whole car is completely aluminum.
So 200-some horsepower aluminum car will move.
Yeah, it's it's not a race car, but light changes. You can jump on down the road with it. It's bad enough.
And it still drives down the interstate and all just fine.
Oh man, that thing is sight to drive down the interstate. You know, it just you have to watch it because, like I say, that Oxford policeman is here a while ago. He'd probably like to see me leave a red light in it or something.
Well, I was going to say it probably rides good, but you get on the interstate between here and Coldwater, ain't no car going to ride good. No car unless you get a boat above.
I'm telling you, you need to be going fast down through there. That's the only way to make that road. You got to be running 70 or 80.
Yeah.
That way you only hit every other bump. Everything goes good.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with Big Boy's Toys.